and welcome to day 2 of Mastering Mediumship Masterclass. Of course, I'm Victoria Bond, and I'm not going to do one masterclass, I'm going to do 3. There was going to be a 4th, but my coach said, Victoria, 3 days of masterclass, come on, girlfriend, like you can do it. And I was like, but there's so much to share. And the truth of the matter is, if you want to go deeper, we actually have Magnificent Mediumship, which is a program starting on March the 18th. Hello, Emma. I can see all these people joining. This is so exciting. And yeah, so can everyone just let me know if you can hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, my beautiful people, my beautiful beings, I should say, what we are going to be talking about today is a few different things, a few different questions, kind of like the questions that I get very often. These are the questions that I want to touch base on. And I want to talk to you about channeling. What the fuck is channeling? I've actually got it's called What the F is Channeling. It's a module in my Magnificent Mediumship, because I say the word channel and people go, oh, no. So we really want to talk about the mistaken beliefs on what being a channel actually is. So, okay, so where did I want to begin? I wanted to begin with, are you a medium? So I want you guys to use the chat box, please, just while I'm entering these people. Are you a medium? I want you to be really fucking honest, please. Pop it in the chat box. If you were here watching on record, you could just write this down in your diary and just bear with us as we go through this. Sure am. Oh yeah, I'm getting yeses. I'm getting fuck yes. So that's pretty awesome. I love that, Jess. I love that, because a few weeks ago, my love, you would not have been saying that. So I am like, high fives, girlfriend. Yes, growing into it. Absolutely. Yep. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I love it, Lisa. I'm so excited to work with you. I'm so excited. Okay. So basically, guys, this is a thing. You are a medium. Now, many of you are already mediums and you're actually acknowledging it. But whether you acknowledge it or not, you are a medium. Now, it took me a while to get my head around this, because I was like, I know I'm a medium, but why am I a medium and how am I a medium? Oh my God, I had that awareness before I even thought I was a medium. Now, with the acknowledgement that you are a medium, Ange said, I would love to be, with the acknowledgement that you are, and I'm going to ask you to own it today, that you are a medium. Because if you can own it, then you be it. If you feel like a sexy goddess, and you feel like literally, if you feel like literally you are this sexy, incredible goddess, and you know everyone is attracted to you and you've got so much to offer, that is exactly what you become, because you be it. Anyone who's dabbled and played around with access consciousness actually knows this, because they start being the things. And if we think that we have to do A, B, and C to be anything particular, then we're always keeping that stretched out, like over there. One day I'll be the medium. One day I'll be the healer. One day I'll be a good wife and a good mum, or one day I'll have the relationship of my dreams, or have the body. How many people resonate with the body of their dreams? One day I'll stop drinking alcohol. One day I'll break my drama patterns. There's no one day, because if you understand the concept that time is not linear, that means we only have the present moment, which means we can be everything all at once. Of course, the mind has no idea what you're talking about when we actually say this. So I'm going to ask you, especially for the people that weren't here yesterday, I'm going to ask you to drop your barriers now. I'm going to ask you to feel grounded, to take a nice deep breath into your body and breathe out, breathing down into relaxation and allowing your head to drop down into your heart, and allowing yourself to be willing to see things from a different point of view, a more expansive point of view. Because what is the difference between joy and sex and money, mediumship and spirituality? Not a lot, apart from the limitations and the points of view that we put on there, which comes from conditioning. So breathing in again, and on the exhale, Just breathe down, drop your barriers and expand your energy. You don't need to hide. We can see you, so can the world. So bring yourself back into your bodies. Allow yourself to join this space. And what I want to share with you first of all is, anywhere that you don't think you're a medium, will you please now drop that point of view? Because the point of view of what you think a medium is probably someone who sits there and channels through spirits and can see them and stuff like that. Yeah, cool, that's a medium. But there's different types of mediums. And that's why on my program, we dive into the different types of mediumship. And that's why I love pairing this up with consciousness and joy and abundance. Now, so many mediums don't get paid. And that's why a lot of people are afraid of going into mediumship, because they're like, oh, no one will pay me because there's so many more mediums that are way more better than me. But if I could just take the word medium out and just say channel or being, like you are a unique being and you are paid to be that unique being, how would that change things for you? We have attachments to words, mediumship, love, sex, money. We've got attachments to all of these things. But if we didn't have attachments from the conditioning that we've experienced, how would that change things? I'm totally going off the script. I tried to write notes and channel it down, but I'm channeling so fast right now. I'm actually trying to slow down my words. Okay, so go back to the script. The next question is, this is a really good one. What is your purpose here on earth? I'm just going to go straight to the big question. What is your purpose on earth? Now, if you're going to get any information from this, feel free to write it down in your diaries, because what is your purpose? I'll tell you what my purpose is. My purpose is to help others see their unique abilities so they can shine their genius into the world. That is my unique gift, and that is why I have Magnificent Mediumship, because if people can understand that they have this unique gift, and that by people being in their vortex, in their energy, that is enough for people to shift, then how would that change things? I'll give you a perfect example of this. I had a soul client have a session with me today, because people get sessions when they're in programs with me. And I was like, I'm going to have to prep for this. So the way I prepped for it is I went, I'm going to go have a bath. I'm going to put some Epsom salts in and some oil. I'm going to ask my husband to bring me a coffee. Oh, this is so divine. And then 10 minutes before my call, I jumped on the call and said, hello, how are you? And we had the most potent, incredible session ever. There was tears. It was just amazingly aligned, because I was tapping into the medium that I truly be, which is more than my head. Now, I could use my life coaching skills, my business skills. I could use my access skills. I could use my Reiki skills. I could use, I don't know, my whole educational system skills into creating a uniquely, divinely, kind of like, I won't say divinely, a session where it was structured. But why would I do that? Because I'm coming from a place of me being a medium, being a channel, not me using my skill set to try and pick this person apart. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you is your purpose is to be you. The funny thing about it is the conditioning is everything the opposite of what we've been taught. So we've been told that, to be well paid, then you go to university and you have to be intelligent. We've been told a lot of things. Marry a nice man who will provide. Seriously, the energy is still around about that. I know we're shifting, but seriously, you want to marry a man who can provide, and the female and the masculine roles and all these different things. But no one ever told us to embrace our pussy power. And seriously, I want you to feel triggered about that. I want to ignite you right now and activate you. No one told us to embrace our energy and to share it with the world and step into our magnificent and our mediumship channeling powers. Imagine how different life would be if that was in the education system. running bars and doing Reiki and stepping into your own superpowers. But no, we don't get told that at school. So now we're reprogramming our brains as human beings, as adults. And thank God some of us have got little children, which we can share with right now. So Jess is, I don't know if you guys probably can't see, but Jess has got a little baby there. You guys can probably only see me at the moment. So your purpose, I'm not going to go too deep into this, as long as I want to talk about mediumship. Your purpose is to be you. And to be you means that you must align to who you are and show up to how you want to show up, which means constantly tapping into yourself and preparing yourself. So yesterday we dug deep into preparing to be a medium and what that looks like. So if you haven't listened to that, go back. So there's a few different things I want to talk to you about. I'm just going through these questions first. The next one is, why would you want to be a medium? So you've got the information that you are a medium, but why would you want to be a medium? The next question is, and put them in the chat box if you want to. The next question is, why are you afraid of being a medium? Emma said, to help others. Exactly. People are shit scared of being a medium. What are some of the interesting points of view that we have about what mediums are? Now, when I think about mediums, and this may resonate, may not. When I think about mediums, I think about people that are in a little crystal shop. I've been to many of those crystal shops, and I love those crystal shops, by the way. But they're in the back room, and you're paying them $60 or $80 these days or whatever to give you a reading. And that kind of reminds me of all of those years back, those lives where I was a medium, where I was getting paid shit and I was doing it all behind the scenes. Let me know if this resonates with you. What about that time when you were like staked for being a medium? What about the time that, they put your head into a cage and they let the rats, or they stone you? Like, this is deep, and I know I'm going dark, but this is real. So anywhere that you are functioning from past lives, will you please now drop that and acknowledge that you are safe? You are in 2021. No one is going to eat your face. You are not going to be staked or stoned. I promise you. The time has come for you. Whoa, hang on, what's happening? Money, control, and creativity. Yeah, something just went in my head then. So where are we trying to control our mediumship? Where are we trying to control our mediumship? Because we are afraid that we are going to get rejected. Now, sticks and stones may break my bones, and yeah, they did break your bones, but names will never hurt you. So where are we actually functioning from that? Because no one can hurt you now. They can't. The very worst that can happen if you step into these skills is that someone will say, oh, you're going a bit woo-woo, aren't you? Oh, that was a bit weird. Oh, don't get too weird now. Don't get too weird. I remember my mum always saying, oh, she went a bit weird. She did some drugs and then she just went weird. She probably meant she went holistic or new age. God forbid the new age. Gemma said, I'm scared of what might come through and what I'll experience, but I'm also excited and want to experience it. And what I love about that, how they say God will never give you, more than you can handle or whatever. Now, I have definitely kind of questioned that over the years when I've been through shit, and I see people going through it as well. But the truth is, if we know our boundaries with spirit, and we're going to go through this tomorrow, a little bit more about having an understanding of energy with boundaries of spirit, and there's a lot of magnificent mediumship about boundaries. If we know our boundaries and we know our energy and we know ourselves, nothing can hurt you. And Gemma, I just want to, and Emma said she feels it as well. I just want you to tap into this for a second. If there's no difference between you being in a human body and spirit, which is somebody with no body, if there's no difference between you, who's to say someone can't hurt you right now who's got a body? There's no difference. So unless you are actually walking around in anxiety and fearing for your life now because of all the human beings with bodies around you, there's no need to be afraid of spirit. There are asshole spirits. I think I said this yesterday. There is like things that are not that great out there, but there's also asshole people. And the truth is, I'm sure you're not available to have those horrible human beings. Or should I say what's the word? Just going to misguided human beings, I should say. I shouldn't say bad because that's not very conscious. But if you are not, if you hang on, so I'm just gonna mute Stacey. If you are available for AHs in your life, then you're probably available for AH spirits in your life as well, because this is all about boundaries. Like I said yesterday, spirit are not up here on a pedestal. They just want to communicate. And the more we ignore them out of fear, the more that they're not getting their messages across. So beautiful, amazing that you brought that up. I am so grateful for that. Stacey said, I had a friend say that what you are filling your kids' heads with, haha. Yeah, what are you filling your kids with? Yeah, exactly. On the second note, she said, can I try Reiki from you? What are we saying to our children? You know, when they're saying they're seeing something or they're feeling something. My daughter said, I'm feeling really sad. My mum would have said, oh, don't be so silly. There's nothing to be sad about. And I said, it's okay, sweetheart. Sometimes we feel these things. And repeat after me. Who does this belong to? Return to center with consciousness. She's like, looks at me. I'm like, are you going to say it? And I realize she doesn't need to say it because she can just be it. Okay. So why are we afraid of being a medium? Because firstly, because of what we think a medium is, and it's actually not that at all. So journaling on what a medium is. I'm a medium because I come from high service and I'm here to make a big difference in the world. I help create mediums. The funny thing is about they're already mediums. I just help them to acknowledge it so then they can actually go be the medium that they truly be. I don't do anything but help to activate what people already have. And it's a gift. And I love it so much. I help coaches and practitioners ignite themselves to their mediumship abilities or intuitive abilities, channeling abilities, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. And we are safe. So telling your human body that you are safe to show up is number one. And really, really coming into that grounding of I'm here for reasons. I'm here for being on purpose, on my mission, which means I'm here to be me. Oh, and that's all you have to be. That's so cool. And I want to go into how to be paid to be a medium, but I think I'm going to go into that a little bit later tomorrow because I really want to talk about channeling. I really desire to talk about channeling. So before I go any further, does anyone have any questions that they want to add into what I've just said? I am purely channeling right now. I'm looking at notes here and there, but I literally am just going what I feel you guys require. So does anyone have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself and ask a question. If you have any fear around mediumship or points of view before we get into channeling and then our divine meditation. Just seeing who's on here. Oh, some delicious faces I can see. Okay, I'm going to keep going, but feel free to unlock yourself and ask any questions if they come up, okay? So, what are the points of view that we have on channeling? Same thing as a mediumship. My point of view was a channel was somebody who sat there and basically they did the wrong thing, okay? This is my point of view from a religious point of view. They did the wrong thing. They sat back and they let somebody into their body. Holy shit. How did they do that? That is doing the devil's work. And that is, you should not do that because that is scary stuff and you are dabbling and they could lose their minds. Now that, what I was taught that. I was told that. And yes, a channel is a person who can channel through information from spirit. I know Gary Douglas, he used to channel quite a lot. He is the founder of Access Consciousness. A channel is a person who can literally let somebody else step in. Now, the funny thing about it is we do this all the time, okay? So we're channeling all the time. We just don't realize it. So have you ever been like, I feel like a bear or a pie, or it's so strange, I'm having this dream, or this is happening, or this is happening. We're energy, so we're not dense. So people can basically step through us all the time. Do you think that a spirit stays outside of your window because there's a window there? Unless they're an unconscious spirit, then they can stay outside because they don't know that they're dead. So of course they're not going to think they can walk through walls. That's an interesting point of view that they have. But the truth is, spirits can walk through walls. The only thing that keeps you safe, like we were talking about with Gemma, from spirits is knowing your boundaries and knowing what you are available for. I'm available for the highest frequency beings, and I felt light codes coming through before the session for you. This is a mass healing, by the way, as well, which is so beautiful. So a channel, there's different variations of channeling. But, I used to channel spirits when I was drinking an F-load of tequila shots at 3 o'clock in the morning at the Outback in Hamilton when I used to get smashed every weekend, because it was those beings drinking the tequila shots through me. Yep. Not the ones. I don't want to play with those spirits anymore. I don't want to play with them. I don't want to have the drinking spirits. And then I realized that the entities were drinking through me. What do you think is at the pubs? A lot of unconscious alcoholic spirits. Now, this is not to scare you. This is why I talked to you about being an energy clearer as well as being a medium. Okay, so this is why I teach about having to be an energy clearer, having no fear, and knowing that you are spirit. Okay, so I just want to read these messages. Now, Leah said, now I'm so much more aware how often I have been a channel in my everyday life as I go about my day-to-day. Same here, Emma. So these girls are in my program, by the way, and they are already mediums, like I said. But this is the stuff we dive deep into. So that is one form of channeling, actually letting that spirit come through you, and you don't even really know it, right? But on a day-to-day level, like Leah was saying, we channel all the time. I just channeled for my client. I didn't sit there and go, I'm a channel now, come on through. It wasn't like that. I'm naturally a channel who always channels, who is intuitive and potent and divinely guided. So therefore, I can't fuck up. I can't mess up the session, even though I'm not following my notes. I can't mess up because I believe it's divinely guided. And if someone said that was rubbish and I don't like it and it was whatever, I'd say, I love you. Goodbye. You are not my soul client. Find someone else who you can hear from. So there's no mistakes. And they would have got something. Even if it was a tiny little thing, they would have got something, right? So when I channel, it is literally going, I know I'm a natural channel. I know I am, because I know that I'm energy. I'm not just solid in this body. I'm not available for people coming to my house at 3 o'clock in the morning, drunk or otherwise, saying, hey, Victoria, can I just dump on you? I just need to tell you all about my boyfriend. Hey, Victoria, I need to know about my business. Oh my God, I'm having an epiphany. Hey, Victoria, let's sit around. If they came even if they turned up at 9 o'clock at night, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm unavailable for this. My clients don't message me past 5 o'clock at night, because if they do, I wouldn't even know, because I'm not available for it. So I don't look at my phone. What are you available for? It's like really legit. Whatever you're available for is what you'll actually get. So for me, if a spirit turns up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and this is what we're going to talk about tomorrow as well, about how to actually when you open yourself up to this, to go, how do I deal with this? Because for me, I was waking up all the time. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I thought spirit was up here, when I realized that actually I'm a part of this actual particular event. I'm a part of this event where I am the medium. I have got the body. The body is a divine gift given to you to utilize in your mediumship, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So channeling comes in many different forms. As you can see, there's a painting behind me. I don't know if you can see that, but that painting was channeled by me a few days ago. Interesting enough, a few weeks ago, somebody gave me a channeled painting. I won it from Kylie Wheeler, one of my very good friends. I won a channeled painting off her, which I've always loved and gone, God, I feel like that was made for me. Today, I got a message from Stacey. I think she's here. And she said, I listened to your session yesterday, and I realized that you probably won't think I'm weird anymore. So She realized how weird I am. And she said, I channeled you a painting about a week ago. It's been sitting there for you, and it's of feathers. It's of golden feathers. And I said to her, thank you, because the fact that she had, I want to say, the balls to actually show up and show me that she has channeled me a painting was more than she'll ever know, because the amount of signs and evidence and confirmation that I have because of that one little painting and the painting I did and the painting I got a few weeks ago is a confirmation that I actually channel paintings as well. So that is one of the things we do. We can channel by paintings, by writing, by journaling, by dancing. How many people do a static dance and they let themselves dance and channel it through? Leah's like, me. It is all about allowing yourself to utilize your body to be the channel that's coming through. I know we've got writers on here as well, and channeling through the chapters of the books, or whatever it is you're writing, maybe it's content for your page, maybe you're a coach and you want to channel something out for your people. We are natural channels, and it's time that we own that. It's time that we say, okay, so I'm a medium, I'm a coach, I am a practitioner, I am a mum, I am a channel. How do we channel these things? We channel when we're reading cards. So when I shuffle cards, I go, I get a stop, or I literally stop, or I literally pull. I don't even think about it, because I know that it's going to be perfect, because I channeled when to stop. It's just so fascinating. So one of the things that you want to acknowledge with your body, if you are doing readings for people, is your mannerisms. What are you doing with your body? What are you doing with your body? How are you standing? How are you feeling? Are you feeling masculine or feminine? And I will actually notice when I'm talking to a little old granny who's so lovely, I'll feel so sweet, because I can connect, and I'll be like, why am I doing this with my body? Why am I tilting my head? Why am I feeling like I'm drinking tea? Because my body is giving me information, which is a part of the mediumship. So mannerisms, and I will be like swearing away and be like, oh my God, I swear anyway, but this person is a real swearer. And they'll be like, yep. Other times I'll say the F word and I'll be like, I'm sorry, Nana, because I will literally feel like they looked at me like that. You didn't need to swear, Victoria. And I'll be like, whoops. So I feel like I've been kind of like, oops, whoopsies, sorry, a bit told off a little bit. So these are all human experiences that we have in day-to-day life, which we take over into our mediumship. So there's a few different things that I like to do, like I shared with you yesterday, dropping barriers and expanding and calling in my guides, calling in the highest frequencies, clearing space, entity clearing, all the stuff that I teach in my program on much deeper levels. And yeah, so to be a medium, how do you be a medium? How do you be a medium? Now, the whole how long is a piece of string, because I would hate to limit anybody. That's my worst nightmare, is to limit people. Some people hate that about me, because they're like, just give me the answer. I'm like, I can't limit you. So okay, how you're a medium. And here is the trick. What are you good at? What are you so good at that people came to you when you were 10 years old, 12 years old, 15 years old, 25, 30, whatever? They always came to you. Were you the listener? Were you the talker? Were you giving the advice? Were you just people just coming to you to hold the space? Whatever you were doing mostly during your life, it's a thing that's directly in front of you. Directly in front of you. It's so close to you that you can barely see it. Just like a bad habit, right? A bad habit, you don't know you do those bad habits because you do them unconsciously. So let's bring the unconscious incredibleness, the amazingness, the genius that we do into our consciousness now. And we're going to do that in the meditation. Thank you, Spirit. So how to be a medium is to channel, to know that you're a channel, and to start channeling. You can't channel with your head. To use your brain in the 5D, it is using it for the skills that you need. So for instance, for the writer, she would go, okay, I know I need to do a chapter. I know I need to have this amount of paragraphs. So you're going to you do the channel, but you're going to use your brain to break that up. Of course, we need some structures and strategies. But the biggest thing about being a medium is to be in that 5D, into that energy with no judgment of others that are not being in that. We give them what they require to know. I cannot give everybody everything in one session. I did that for years and I chunked everybody out. I didn't realize I was so powerful. You are here to give them a golden nugget that will change their lives. And like I said yesterday, 99% of what you say will probably make no sense. And right now I'm riffing and channeling and I don't understand. I mean, I do understand, but I don't know if you are understanding, which means I just have to trust that whatever you need, you will get. It is that golden nugget. It is that idea. It is that one thing that they require to hear that means nothing to you, that lands for them and transforms their life. We need trust and faith in ourselves to go to this level. So your thoughts and your feelings and your words are all a part of channeling as well. So to give you a little bit of an indication, the way that I'm feeling right now, how am I feeling right now? Well, I'm sitting on my bed and I'm feeling very in the divine feminine. I've had a bath. It's just been a full moon. I'm acknowledging myself as the channel and the medium that I am, that I am really, that I be. And I know that today and every other day, miracles are going to happen. I did a reading today for someone and I said, do you believe in miracles? And when did you stop believing in miracles? Because miracles are real, as are fairies, if you believe in them. You know, so what is it that you believe and what did you know was real when you were a little girl or little boy that you dismissed and you shut that door of that gigantic mansion with millions and millions of doors? You shut that door of miracles because it didn't fit in this dense reality. And then you shut that door to mediumship because you didn't want to be weird or get hurt or experience pain of rejection. And then you shut the other door of channeling, and then you shut the other door of this, and you shut the other door of that, and then all of a sudden you're like, it's not actually safe to be me. All of these motherfuckers have just been telling me that it's not safe. So I'm not going to allow myself to get hurt. It's safety first. So now I invite you to know that it is safe to go into your mansion, that little girl mansion or the little boy hut, whatever it is, right? Go into that portal of imagination and open those doors with no fear, with grounding, with your heart and knowing that you will know your boundaries and know your value and that your mediumship will be unique. It will be unique in every possible way. The other important thing to know, just having a look and see if there's anything. That's exactly why the drink is called spirits. Oh my God. Wouldn't even put two and two together there, Leah. That is crazy. I don't get things like that. Golden feather magic. Absolutely. Goosebumps. Listening and caring for others. I'm always there for everyone. Absolutely. Which makes you a phenomenal medium, Gemma, because that means you can sit there and hear them while holding, oh my God, and you're a healer because my hands have just heated up like crazy. I've got like the switch now and they turn on. So if you haven't done Reiki, please go do it. But like seriously, you are doing it. Yay! I'm doing my level 3 this year. I'm so excited. We've actually got a Reiki master on here as well. I think she's still here. If she's still here, Sarah Silva. Oh, and Caroline, are you doing Reiki or you're a Reiki master? Oh my God. So exciting. Okay, so I'm getting a bit carried away with the excitement here. So my hands have turned on. Okay, so Gemma, because You're here to listen to people. They shift in your vortex. They come to you. You pull them cards. You, if you want to, no limitations. You tell them what they require to know because you let it drop in. You hear what they have to say, and then you give them the golden nugget. They come to you because you have something that they can't quite access, so therefore you can help them activate it. Does that make sense? What if just being you meant showing up? So, okay, so I'll repeat that. So if you have an ability, which you do, all of you have an ability, healing abilities, mediumship abilities, expansive abilities. You may be a talker like me, or you may be more of an energy like a non-talker, but who transforms people's lives just by being. When people are with you in your vortex and you can set intentions of the highest purpose, highest frequency, they come to you and they want to have a mediumship session with you, for instance. If you do mediumship and that's a service that you do, then what will actually happen is you hear what they have to say and then you channel through what they need to hear. By using cards and other tools, I've got a wand here I'll show you. I think I may have showed you guys yesterday. I've got this divine wand. This is channeled. This is a channeled wand. My best friend channeled it for me. So that's all you have to do, Gemma. That's all you have to do. If you think about that, that's going to mess you up. How do I activate them? What do I have to activate? What is a vortex? Just knowing that you have a vortex around you. You've got a beautiful aura around you. You're a clean, pure energy. By being a channel, it's very important to be a clean, pure energy. And that's why Magnificent Mediumship, we go right into clearing. Anyone who works with me, we go into clearing, in all honesty. But because being a channel of pure light with no judgment and coming from consciousness means that you can only ever give your best because the intentions are pure and clean. So your listening skills, if you guys are a good listener, is a thing that will make you a brilliant medium. I'm a talker, clearly. So being a talker means I'm a great medium because I can channel fast. I can do light language. I mean, you can do a light language even if you're not a talker, but I can do all these things because I love talking. I love showing up. I'm a projector. I'm here to be heard. I'm here to be seen. And it's up to other people to, find me. So if you're a medium, if you're a channel, if you're living on purpose and embracing your own self, and you're coming from, I'm strong within myself and I know that I am my purpose, then what will happen is miracles. So make sure you open those miracle doors, those fairy doors, go back to childhood and go clean up those energies of where your peers or your parents or the TV watching the news. Gosh, that's going to kill miracles, isn't it? Like, you're watching all of that stuff and it's going to condition your brain, of course, with no judgment. I'm not coming from a judgmental point of view here. Yes, Gemma, so true about you. Trusting and allowing the energy to flow without judgment, thank you, Leah, and without thinking about it too much. What if your imagination is actually reality? Reiki Master, awesome, Caroline. Reiki Master 2. Oh my God, Philip, we've got so many. And Sarah, hey, Reiki Master and teacher. Whoa. We've got Reiki 2 here. So is Leah, Reiki 1, and no wonder my hands are hot. Gemma is a goddess, the indigo sunlight. Oh, goodness me. I love to hear and understand people and their story. Exactly. Wow. This is a potent group. If anyone who's listening to this on replay, I'm just going to invite you to feel the Reiki because this is flowing through the screens. Reiki 1 and 2. Awesome, Amy. Okay. Wow. I feel very honored to be in the presence of everybody right now, by the way. This is absolutely magical. And if anyone feels aligned to any of these people or wants to reach out with me, I can hook you up with any of these Reiki people. Super exciting. Okay. So the next thing is, to be a medium, you must understand mindset. And I believe that I've been taught mindset mastery. Nicole's done Reiki 1 and 2 as well. Oh, this is amazing. So I believe I've been taught business. Believe I've been taught Reiki, and I'm an access conscious bars facilitator, facelift facilitator. I'm a life coach. I'm all these different things. I believe I've done all of this to get me to this exact point, to get mediums or people to use their medium gifts in this reality at this time. Now, Philip and I had a session last night, and he said there was only something like 10 or 100,000 active light workers making a really, really huge contribution in the world. Now, he was talking about the people that are like real trailblazers. And I said, thank you, Philip. I love getting information from people. I said, that's exactly what I need to know, because I desire to help activate other people, help people become more kind of in sync with themselves, their genius and their mediumship. Everything is from you and it's within you. If you're feeling wonky, don't go to the external unless you need some Reiki done by one of the Reiki people. But apart from that, coming back into you and magnifying yourself and seeing where there's any energy leaks, clearing them up, plugging them up, and asking for divine guidance. Too many people are feeling like they have to do everything themselves. And that's why today I'm wearing very flowy stuff. I wasn't wearing any makeup till before. It's all very light makeup. And the reason why I'm doing this is I desire and require to be in my divine feminine today, so I can teach from a place of vulnerability and truth. Now, tomorrow I may be in my masculine to get some stuff done. But today I'm not. I'm going to honor my flow. I'm going to honor the cycles and the moon. I'm going to honor myself. This is about alignment. This is about joy. This is about mediumship. All of this stuff is combined. And there's a reason why people are not getting paid for their gifts. And it always comes back to coming back to yourself. Oh my God, how epic. Seriously, I think it was about the Reiki. Leah said, and your ability to do that is epic, Victoria. I have felt a massive shift in myself and my peers have noticed it too. Oh, thank you, Leah. And it's all you, so I take that with gratitude. Thank you. But you are choosing it. I used to walk around blasting people with Reiki, and I used to sit there and like try and clear them all with my pendulum, and I'd be like, oh dear Lord, I've been given this gift. I'm going to have to clear every Tom, Dick and Harry for the rest of my life. I'd sit there for an hour a day thinking about every single person I know. I'd go through the school books. Better clear that person. I'd be clearing people off Team Mum. I would be, sometimes I do that still. I clear people 24/7 because I was like, well, can't share this gift. I have to share this gift, sorry. And then I realized, this is not actually what I'm here for, because what if these people aren't choosing to be cleared? Now, of course, their higher self can choose that or not. If people want me, they can find me and I can clear them. I do free clearings on kids all the time. You could message me right now and say, can you please clear my kid? And I'd say, absolutely. Yeah, how exhausting. It was exhausting. And I wondered why I hit the wall and had a breakdown. I was like, but I've been given a gift. I'll just keep doing it. And then I'd pass out all day. It's just ridiculous. We need to know as mediums, as intuitive beings, that we have to have balance. We have to choose ourselves. I had a bath today. I'm going to meditate after this. I'm going to paint, actually. I'm going to do another channel painting because it's fun. Someone bought that painting behind me that I channeled because they said, oh my God, it started off with, chakras, and it became, I haven't kind of quite finished it yet, but I'll just show you guys if you're watching this. There is a million spirits going to the divine, and it is all love. And I got given a bit of shit about this. My sister said, why don't you just tell people to spend $20 and get some paints and slap it all around? I'm not even kidding. I was like, I think you just insulted my art. And she's like, what? Other people were like, my dad's like, really? Someone wants to pay you? And I was like, you know what? Channeling all of this, you will get shit if you go, I'm a medium. Oh, great. I want you to pull this for me or do that for me or tell me the truth. Now, I have never actually been hassled for being a medium, because by the time I started practicing it online and stuff, I already had strong boundaries about what I was willing to receive. People do not mess with me. And if I got someone trying to say, fine, prove it to me, I'd say, fuck off. Like straight up, I'd be like, I don't play games. I went from $50 readings to 500 within a year because I'm here for the real thing. Those people who want to shift in my vortex. And that's what I want you to understand as a medium. Although this is a free masterclass, I'm still desiring to give you massive amounts of awareness to take what you want. I do the same. And Sarah said, awesome. Wow, it's like a depictable of the mass clearing we did. Oh my God. It really is. Yeah, and someone of Magnificent Mediumship bought it too. So how is that? That is so interesting. Okay, so guys, understanding your mindset is about being strong with you. Understanding your mindset is about shutting up the mind. If you have mind chatter, you've got loose boundaries and probably entities, which is also loose boundaries because they're here going, hello, hey, Leah. What do you want? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. People that get attacked, they're constantly getting attacked by entities. They are creating from drama, creating from, experiences and not realizing that they don't have to have dramatic connections with spirit. It can actually be a really incredible experience. It is an incredible experience. It's so easy that you don't do it because you think that was so easy because you're already actually doing it. So it's that thing that's right here in front of your face. Let me know if this is making sense. Pop it into the comments, please, because I'm going to talk to you as you are your higher self. I'm talking to your higher self. I'm not going to play small. But if you do have questions, I'd love to answer them. So the biggest thing I want you to know that just popped out from my notes is you are already enough. You are. Like, you were enough when you were 5 and you were seeing spirits. You were enough when you were channeling at 5 years old. You were enough when you were flowing love to mum and dad while they were fighting. Or you were enough when you were feeling your energies of your mum not being happy, or a child at school not being happy. You were enough and you were a pure channel then. So words comes out so weird when I'm channeling. You were divine then and you are divine now, but you shut all those doors to your mansion and you stuck into 3 rooms of this reality. It's time now to be the trailblazers, to get paid for being you. Whatever label you want to put on that, it doesn't matter. You're going to get paid for being all of who you are, because we don't just get paid from the man, as they say. We get paid from everywhere. So having a mindset and knowing that is the first thing that you want to do when it comes to mediumship. Knowing that money will flow to you just by showing up. I trust that I will be paid for this free masterclass. Go figure. I trust that I'll be paid for having the bath I did yesterday. I had a bath this morning. I trust that I will get paid for painting this afternoon. Hell, someone bought my last painting. Like, whatever, isn't that proof? Like, I trust that I will get paid for being me because I have a strong mindset of I'm here on purpose for a mission, and that is being me. People tell you to buy programs to find out what your purpose is. When you get into that program, especially mine, so I've got Release Your Blocks, Magnificent Mediumship. When you dive into mine, I teach you mindset mastery. I teach you energy. I teach you mediumship. I teach you all these different things in my programs, because if you have a strong mindset, you know what the next move is to do. You just do, because you're highly intelligent. But we use our brain to create drama and cycles from what we've learned in the past. So come back to the 5-year-old, embrace her or him, and learn from your 5-year-old self. If you've got little children, learn from them too. We're not here to teach them, we're here to learn from them. So knowing your mindset is huge. Mindset mastery, diving deep into human design, I love. Now, I don't lock myself into any boxes, but I love to understand my blueprint of myself. The same with the disc. And then the next thing is being present. Being present means not overthinking. And right now, because I'm channeling, I'm actually not thinking. I'm just talking and looking at my notes to make sure I get through them a little bit. But being present means, Smelling you know how they say smell the flowers? Oh my God, we've got like signs and messages everywhere. Stop and smell the roses. Okay, what do roses do? They actually lift your frequency. Go figure. Yes, they have actual frequency that helps you to raise your frequency. Eat healthy. Okay, almonds do the same thing. They raise your frequency. So smell what you're smelling. See what you're really seeing. How many people are doing the washing and they are actually addicted to thinking, and they've got this freaking mind diarrhea going on in their head and mind chatter, and they're not actually folding the washing and putting the washing in. They're afraid to let go of their thoughts in case they forget because they're addicted to thinking. If you're a medium, you really want to just this down and work on not being addicted to thinking. Joe Dispenza is really good for this. Abraham Hicks is really good for this as well. Eckhart, why can't I say his name? I've read his book 28 times. Eckhart Tolle is really good for that as well. Power of Now. Being present within yourself means that you can be aware of other things. So smelling things, seeing things, breathing. And the reason why I get you to expand is because you don't want anyone to jump into your body. So you put up these massive big barriers around you. So when spirit does come, because you know, people aren't aware of their boundaries, what happens when spirit does come, then it's like a boom. When confrontation comes from a spirit with a body, boom, it's this massive resistance. But if you're functioning from your being and your mindset is strong and you're present, you know that you're a channel, you know that you're gifted, and you know that you are your purpose, and that's all you have to do is come back to you, everything changes. So let me know if this is making sense to you. You guys are getting like a huge amount of stuff right now. I know I talk fast. A lot of you are my clients, so you're probably used to my pace. A couple of nods there, so that's good. So Galen said, yes, it's making sense. That is really, really amazing. I'm so glad about that. So being present. It's really about being conscious with your eating, conscious with your words, conscious with your body, stepping into the senses of your body, because being a medium, you will smell things. And if you don't smell things today, you might smell things tomorrow, because I was different yesterday as I am today, and I will be tomorrow as well. Being present means hearing someone when they're talking, not thinking about how you can reply. There is nothing worse we're telepathic as well, right? And we are mediums. We're psychic. We're all psychic. So you're sitting there talking to a friend, and what is the difference between someone going, yeah, and really hearing them, or sitting there and you can see their brain going tick, 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 tick. When can I speak? I want to give my point of view. I have to do this. I want to talk now. Like, I don't even have friends like that, because it's dumb. Like, I just, I want to be heard, and I want them to, I want to hear them, so this is where we can actually utilize this stuff in our real life, which turns up our mediumship abilities. So Gemma said, yes, I'm an overthinker and constantly battle with this. Also, I'm a warrior. It's something I need to work on. Yeah, cool. So I invite you to go and read The Big Leap, because worrying is a waste of time, unless there's actually something to worry about, and then you can take action on it. Otherwise, it's purely a distraction. And I say that with love. So overthinking can be entities because they're trying to get your attention, or overthinking can be an addiction. Figure out what it is. Yeah, thank you, Caroline. And get your bars run. Oh, wow, you're lucky because your mum's a bars facilitator. So go and get your bars run. I get my husband to run my bars. And if you guys don't know what bars is, it's 32 points on the head. And when you touch them, it helps to release basically like judgments, points of views, and conditioning. So get them done as much as you can. And what happens with me is I start feeling a bit of pressure in my head. And I'm like, or I pick myself up judging. Like, I'll be like, oh my God, that person's looking a bit bogan today. And I'll be like, oh shit, I can't believe I said that. And then I'll be like, whoa, okay, that was a judgment. I don't know where that came from. I might be picking up other people's points of view about that person, whatever. I like bogans. But I'll be like, I'm getting my bars run now. Right now, the biggest thing is if you're judging yourself. When you're judging yourself, you will judge others. When you're judging others, you are judging yourself. Yes, Leah and Gemma, get onto that right now. Okay, so truth. When we trust, we know that we are a channel for everything. So yeah, when you know that you're channeling everything, acknowledging that you are the channel, it's your higher self coming through, like I'm talking to yours right now. I love it. We've got a mum and a daughter here making deals. This is like actually hilarious. Sarah said something I got last week is if you battle or resist something, then you are stuck with it. If you allow, then you can change it. Absolutely. So the thing is, and I'm just going to add on to that. Thank you, Sarah. That's such a great contribution. If you align and agree or resist and react, then you're creating a point of view, which becomes denser. But if you have allowance, like Sarah said, and I think we talked about this a little bit yesterday, as you expand, and we definitely talk about it in Magnificent Mediumship on a deep level, when we expand our awareness, which, you know, some people have a little bit of a fear about what they might see or hear or channel, of course, because it hasn't been normal in this reality since we were little children. Then what actually happens is we go, whoa. And I have people having little breakdowns all the time around me, and I facilitate them through it. Bye, Philip. I facilitate them through it because they need to turn up their allowance. So I help them to turn up their allowance. Now, I used to only be able to run one program at a time without trying to hit burnout because I was trying to do it from a solid point of view with my head. I want to give them everything, everything. They need this. That's not the way to do things. The way to do things is I'm a being, and I have one-to-one clients and 3 programs, and it's magnificent, and I can't fail and I can't fuck up because everyone in my vortex is perfectly aligned with me, and that is the way it is. I have more allowance with myself and with my abilities, which means I give myself grace, which means I give others grace, which means I give everybody, the conscious and the unconscious, allowance. So if that doesn't make sense, don't worry. I'm talking to your magnificence. For some people it will, some people it won't. That is how I am with yoga. Focus on one thing at a time, haha, or one season at a time. So Stacey's actually my daughter's yoga teacher. How does it get any better than that? And I've taught her daughter. She was my youngest. At one stage, she was my youngest access consciousness practitioner. So I teach children access consciousness because they are so much easier to teach than adults. You guys can hear me, the people that have done children access. It's just so good because, again, let's go back to the 5-year-old girl. What did she know? She knew. She fucking knew. And we shut her down. So we must come from a forgiveness of shutting her down and now hear her. I recommend you go and do inner child meditation. I really, really do. So closing your eyes, I'm going to give you a 2-minute meditation because, of course, how did an hour go? I'm not sure. Okay, so please close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in. I'm going to ask you to please drop your barriers and expand your energy. Come from a place of love in your heart center. Even put your hand on your heart if you feel the need. Put your hand on your third eye if you choose to. Allow yourself to feel the gratitude for you showing up today. You showed up. You are listening to this masterclass because you chose to invest your time in you. Congratulations. Acknowledge yourself, acknowledge your being. And I want you to say it with me. I am enough as I am. I am choosing to activate my abilities and turn them up. I am already a magnificent medium. I believe in me. I drop anything that no longer serves me. I send it away with love. I acknowledge my 5-year-old self. I acknowledge who I truly be. I'm going to ask you to ground yourself and imagine beautiful roots coming from your feet into the earth, dropping your barriers and expanding and allowing yourself to have the allowance of your growth now, right here. Collapse time. I am choosing more. I am choosing myself. I am my purpose. Visualizing those roots turning a beautiful golden light, and knowing that you are here on earth for a purpose. You are no accident. You are divine. You are love. And your team are here around you, supporting you. And they are here to guide you, but you, my friend, you are the person who is, you're sailing the ship. You are the CEO of this life. There's no more hiding. Because you are here for big things. And no one and nothing can tell you what those things are. Because they are within you. Now we're going to ask for the easiest path with least resistance to step forward and to become conscious into your awareness. There's no more hardship with mediumship. It comes to you with ease. There's no more hardship with your love life, with your body, with your money. The pain does not have to be here anymore. So allow it and invite it to rise and commit to yourself and commit tomorrow and the next day and the next day that you have these strong roots and nothing will stop you from living on purpose. You are a magnificent mediumship, and all the guidance that you require will come your way as if by magic. Taking a nice deep breath in, activating that body, having a stretch, doing whatever is required, saying thank you, body. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This has been divine, and the card that I pulled for you is grounding. It is really about going beyond these 7 chakras now, and it is really about going into the soul chakra. It's really about going deeper into that earth and acknowledging yourself as this beautiful big being. Now, it doesn't make everybody else wrong. It just makes you a leader, and you here to activate people. That's what you're here for. You're here to be a trailblazer. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Okay? Thank you very much, Sarah. I feel like my brain is all overloaded with too many sessions or workshops on the go. Oh, yes, Sarah. Stacey, I was just reading that. Yeah, well, if you guys are in overload, drop your head down into your heart and ask for guidance. Everything is right in front of us, and it's a lot more simpler. It's just getting around our brain. So mindset mastery is definitely something to look into. Sending so much love to you guys. Thank you for this, and I hope that you can come tomorrow. And we're going to talk about being paid to be a medium and why you are worthy of it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you guys. Bye.